peace, love, and blessings, everyone. Hope you're doing well, and welcome back to another stream. So, for this one, we've got a big fight up against Roxanne. So, we had some time to do some prep, which I'm going to flip over to. Okay, yeah, let me do it this way. So, you can see, I'll blow this up. And then I will slot this. Yeah. So, you see we've got the sheet now just kind of build our line. So, yeah, unfortunately the line kind of got a bit complicated here. It's not really sure which way it could go. There's too many possibilities of which way it could go, but you know, we've got an idea of what should happen. So we've got Greninja leading against T-Tar, should be a one-hit KO with low kick, and then I reckon based on how much damage they can do, it's probably going to be Solrock or Aerodactyl. I reckon we actually prefer Aerodactyl to come out, but Cloth has a pretty good chance of one-hit KOing it. But if not, then you know, we have some plans here, and then we've got this similar thing where someone can match up. So we have actually a decision. So let's get the party in. So we're gonna take Swallow, Electric, DDA item, and we're going to be using Blossom actually. And let's just grab everyone's item. So let's get a pointer. So we're gonna go. I think we've got Sunstone already actually. Yep, we're going to go for Blossom. Also, I just realised when I was looking at the docs, it's kind of annoying, and I'll need to, if I do end up starting over, I'll need to remember, but if you look at, well, Blossom doesn't learn Toxic, right? Valplume and Gloom do at 39, but actually Oddish learns it at 35. So actually, if I was to ignore Gloom leveling, I could have actually like got it to level 35 to have Toxic. So we did use Gloom quite a bit in those early battles to get through like the initial trainers, as you can see here. I mean, we had alternatives. So yeah, we could have had a Blossom with Toxic, which would have been even better. But it's okay. We'll go for a different approach. And this is, you can see, the first big decision. Charm is decent, but I'm not going to get any further poison coverage now. I'm not actually using Charm or Acid in this battle, but I just think I'm going to get better moves, and it's a special attacker, so I'm actually going to lose acid in favour of charm. Blossom wouldn't normally have infestation either, which is cool, but probably I think going to end up moving away from that as well later, but we'll see. Let's just focus on getting past this battle. So we are leaving Froakie, but we are going to move that loaded dice over there. And you're going to have a King's Rock instead to boost the chance of getting a flinch. And you'll illuminate, which is cool because we've got quite a few intimidators already. So it's really good to have someone with illuminate. And I'm just double checking the items. Swallowed, got bright powder. Or the thought would appear there. I do have bright powder, someone else must be holding. I think this one's coming. Yeah. Oh, quick claw. Quick claw, quick claw. Now, I think when running through the lines, they both definitely need the healing item. Berry juice as well. And it's blossom berry juice as well. That's all I've got so far. Now what I'm actually considering is whether to give one of these a red card. I don't think so. There's too much in the way of setup. I've got going up against Zygarde. Because I have to bear in mind the Skitter Smirk. But yeah, I think we're good, we're gonna go for it. So one last check. Leading Froakie with a King's Rock. Blossom with a berry juice. Both with loaded dice. Relicanth berry juice. Swallow bright powder. Soul berry juice. Right, let's see if this was correct. Let's do it. So, because of Protean, Froakie will turn into a fighting type here. And low kick should be a one shot because Tyranitar is very heavy. And quite weak to fighting moves. Didn't need the right there, but it's fine. Right, so obviously it takes some damage. Who comes out? Soul? Okay, it is Aerodactyl. We're actually happy with this. So let me just check track the kill. Okay. So we're expecting wing attack. Now it doesn't see a guaranteed kill with wing attack in its regular form. But as a mega it does, but I don't think the AI actually gets to see, oh, I'm gonna mega and then I'll have enough damage. So there is a chance it does use a different move here, but I'm hoping for wing attack because we resist it nicely. Good, just to like, yeah, 20 damage. Now, we have a bit of an option here, which is whether we want to actually stall out the sandstorm or keep it. We have a few Pokemon that benefit from it, and obviously a few don't want it up. I do believe we are just going to go for loaded dice, Rock Blast, rather than try to hold off on the sand. So this should Earthquake now, which is going to hurt. Ooh, that was a max roll. Right, we need 5 hits to reliably knock it out. Hoping for 5 makes this a lot simpler. Okay, we don't get 5. That's okay. Okay. That's alright, Cloth came in clutch so many times before, it's bound to eventually not. Okay. Because I'm so low on health, Aerodactyl could use any move here. Alright? We're on 6 HP after all. In fact, yeah, it did the max roll on Earthquake, and Wing Attack was probably 1 damage below max. So, a lot of damage there. Anyhow, because it could be any move, we have to switch into Relicanth, because it's the only Pokemon that can take a hit here. It most probably we would like to see anything but Earthquake. We probably don't want to see Ancient Power either, because we don't want to do it anymore Omni Boosts. But yeah. And also this scenario actually, which would make me consider whether or not I might actually want to click Quick Claw instead. Okay, that's really good. That's actually really good. So we are going to, I'm just going to double check the calc here. We are going to Ancient Power because it does 20 to 25%, which should be a guaranteed KO. I'm just quickly checking. Yeah, because the minimum Rock Blast would have done with 4 hits is 80%. So Relicanth doing 20%. Yeah. And we probably aren't staying in on Relicanth, it's just having the Omni Boost will be better. So let's go for Earthquake, this is about 50%. Again, Relicanth has Battle Armor, so it can't be crit. No Omni Boost, that's fine. Sandstorm is also subsiding, which is important. Zygarde, okay. So here's where the line we just kind of put, okay, this Pokemon versus this one versus this one. So we are going to switch out. Right. So I've got 2 options here. I've got Greninja or Swatter, both of Icy Wind, right? And the Sandstorm's gone now. Now, Zygarde is most likely going for Land's Wrath because it deals the most damage, and in actuality, at my current health, it's the only thing that has a chance to knock me out. So it should go for Lanzareth. So because of this, I think I might need Greninja to help with dealing with the Soul Rock, because it's actually quite a bit of a nuisance. So we're going to preserve its health and we're going to go into Swanna instead here, because Swanna doesn't do too good into Soul Rock. So, expecting Lanzareth. Yep, pretty good. There's a Sticky Bomb. Now, the only thing about this is that with Greninja, we probably did enough damage that it doesn't even get to transform, but with Swanna, it's almost guaranteed that it's going to get to transform. Now, in terms of move, I'm not too sure what it's going to use actually. It might just Dragon Tail me. It might Extreme Speed because I'm faster. I'm not too sure here, but I'm going to Icy Wind regardless. So obviously it's taking 12.5% from the Sticky Bomb. That looked like a pretty high roll. And it's the Skitter Smack. Okay, yeah, I wanted to lower my special attack. And I think we're going to see it transform. We sense the presence of many. Sick Pokemon. It's more like a Digimon. Right. So because of Skitter Smack, I'm at -1. But I think Icy Wind. Nah, it doesn't KO. So I need 2 Icy Winds. We'll see what it does. I'm still at pretty good health, even if it was to crit with the Extreme Speed. I'm good as long as I stay above 49 HP. Okay, it's not Extreme Speeding yet, so it's either Skitter Smack or Dragon Tail. Let's see what it tries to do. Prefer it does Dragon Tail. Okay, I was a little bit worried about that. I don't want to crit as well. Interesting. Okay, well, I think Swanna did deserve that KO, but this has actually put us in an interesting position. I say interesting because I kind of need Greninja to be a Dark type before the Soul Rock comes out. That's the thing, when a Pokemon has like a move that forces you to switch out into someone, there's so many different like ways it can go. It's really difficult to prepare for anything. So I doubt it predicts me going for water when it goes into Cradling. Against Cradling, I'd probably want to be a fighting type, but we do have another answer for that. I'm just trying to manipulate who comes out. So, if Soul Rock came out, that would be great. Or just Water Shuriken again. Although I would lose my Dark typing and be vulnerable to Psycho Cut. And it would also proc its weakness policy first. Yeah, so Soul Rock's a bit of a risky one. And if it's Cradling, now the thing is, you know what, that we can't do low kick because I'll take the Sticky Mob off of it. Even though I would want to be a fighting type low kicking. I'm trying to think how we get Omastar to come out. don't necessarily want all the stars to come out anyway. See, if I'm an ice type, right, if I icy wind here, all of them see, oh, okay. All of them now want to go for me. Let's remember here, realistically, is Zygarde is going to extreme speed, which is +2 priority. I think Water Shuriken is also +2 priority now. Right? And I really do think I would rather not take damage. Decisions. I don't think becoming an ice type is great, or a flying type, because it's all rocks. So I would want to do fighting, but I don't want to take on a sticky bomb. So I think it's going to have to be... Actually, wait, isn't that sticky bomb only if I'm not holding an item? An attacker making contact can receive it. I feel like I've looked this up before. Because the thing is, sticky bomb. If a Pokemon with no held item hits a Pokemon holding sticky bomb with a contact move, then it transfers. So I'm holding loaded dice in one transfer. I'm thinking low kick might be the better option to go for. So we kind of like go back to the initial decision tree, whereby actually, what's it? Yeah, it definitely takes it out. But at the same time, it probably extreme speeds, right? And Greninja's health is really important here. I need to preserve it as much as possible. So, actually, you know what? We're gonna go Water Shuriken. Wait a minute. Where's my loaded dice? Wait, but... Hold on. Oh, that's my bad. I don't have loaded dice. I had King's Rock on him. I forgot Clove had the loaded dice. Okay, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It went into a Pokemon that I wouldn't want Greninja to go up against it anyway. And we probably actually prefer this because Amistar sees a... I don't know what it sees a KO with. But it right now, as a water type, it should see the most damage with Ancient Power or Seismic Toss, which is fine because I want to switch into Venusaur, and I was worried about Venusaur taking an Ice Beam. The only thing we are of course worried about is an Omni Boost would be pretty bad. And the Mega Drain has like a 37.5% chance to one-hit KO, so we switch into Venusaur here. To be honest, I wonder if Blossom's actually a better answer. I mean, I do kind of need Blossom to deal with Cradley. has a much better matchup, so I do need to preserve its health. I just realised I don't actually have Blossom in the calculator. Sorry, bear with me. Yeah, I've still got Gloom there. charm. Okay, now we're gonna export, import. Okay. So back to this armor store. And looking at the matchup with Blossom. Yeah, but I'm not faster. Okay, yeah. If I was faster, then I'd say, yeah, absolutely, Blossom has a better chance to KO with Giga Drain. But it's not faster. So we definitely go into this one. Alright, hoping for Seismic Toss or something. Okay, does Ancient Power. Just don't get the Omni Boost, excellent. Okay. So at 82 HP, it sees... Yeah, we're fine. And I think Crit Ice Beam can't one-shot me, because I'm going to heal with Mega Drain. And obviously Mega Drain actually has a chance to one-hit KO 37.5% chance. Excellent. Okay. That makes things much easier. It's probably Solrock coming in now because it has Psycho Cut. So I'm pretty sure this thing has to go for Psycho Cut. Yeah, everything else doesn't do nearly as much damage. Now, I'd love to Sleep Powder here, but Psycho Cut, unfortunately, if it crits, will be a one-shot. So, this is kind of the problem though, is that Greninja obviously doesn't have the loaded dice. Psycho Cut doesn't do nearly as much damage to Blossom. I'm of course slower, but I could maybe Giga Drain some health back. The thing is, if Greninja gets 5 hits on a Water Stroke, it's a one-shot, but that's gonna proc its weakness policy. I really don't want to do that. What I'm basically thinking to do is switch into Greninja, soak the Psycho Cut because it's the most offensive move. But then it probably Ancient Powers, and I really can't deal with this thing getting an Omni Boost. Right? Even if it means that Blossom takes 15% less damage. I really don't want to be dealing with the ancient power only boosting. We're going to switch into Blossom. Now we do need to be careful because Blossom is meant to be my answer into the Cradley. We are slower. I'm hoping to get the sleep powder off. This thing is in no way immune. It's not grass type. It doesn't have an ability that does that levitate and weakness policy. Good, we land it. Now, it's guaranteed 1 turn of sleep, right? So, in terms of options here, I don't want to bother charming it. In an ideal world, we Giga Drain, and it just goes down, right? But is Infestation super effective? It is, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think Bug doesn't resist. Sorry, Rock doesn't resist Bug, from what I can remember. Yeah, it is weak to Bug. Okay, so no point using Infestation. It's going to prop the weakness policy anyway. We're going to Giga Drain, and we're really hoping this thing stays asleep. If it wakes up and it Psycho Cuts and it crits, there is a chance of a 1-shot. Doesn't wake up? Okay, good. That's really good, because we're now at full health to go and deal with this Cradley. Which is not necessarily the easiest thing either. Now against this one, right now Giga Drain only does 22%. We obviously needed to not start getting Omni boosts, but no one else on the team has a great matchup into this. Except I guess Greninja if I low kick, but then turn into a Flying type. But again, it's going to start stockpiling and try to out-recover me and all that. I think we're well situated right now with Blossom. So we are going to... Is it as important to Infestation to get the ticks started? Because it's not Storm Drain anyway. I mean, it's got stockpile. So maybe I just want to put it to sleep as soon as... I can't put it to sleep, it's a grass type. That's an oversight. The whole point of this was to stop it from stockpiling as much. Hold up. I forgot it's a grass type. So I'll be honest, the way I've seen this Cradley play, it's not attacking me this turn. It's going for stockpile. Problem is, once I'm sand tuned, I'm trapped for 4 to 5 turns. If I can use up all the ancient power PP, which you should only have 5, I don't know if they get PP maxed. But if all the ancient power is gone, I can switch into Sworn Up, because it won't be able to sand tune me, and that's game at that point basically. But we obviously have to. If Sworn was healthier, I would just switch it now, and I could literally boost spam. I'm faster. I would just spam roost until it ran out of ancient power. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. See what it does. Obviously, worried about Omni boosts here. Let's start with Infestation. I think. Okay, it did ancient power. So obviously, if it switched into what's its face? If I switched to Swanner, it would just die. I need to count PP with this. So, ancient power PP. So used up 1. I do have to check move changes to make sure that ancient power has not had its PP or accuracy increase. So it was 100% anyway. So it's normally 5. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether or not it's going to have maxed out PP or not for ancient power. We're gonna observe it at 5. If it does it again, then obviously that we actually have 8. But yeah, 1's used. Infestation is up. We're gonna Giga Drain. Yeah, I knew I was gonna start setting up. Now I'm not actually trapped at the moment. We have Infestation to negate its healing there from the leftovers. Okay, sand tuned. I need to keep track of that. So obviously Giga Drain right now is how I'm staying healthy enough to deal with that. But it's slowly gonna whittle me down. It's gonna recover at some point. Obviously, a crit to break through that would be amazing. Okay, never mind. So it probably recovers next turn. I can't switch because of Sand Tomb. I also need to set my Infestation back up. Yeah, because if that would have been the turn to switch it, when I know it's not going to. Really? Okay. This is gonna be an annoying fight. Okay, I'm freed from the Sand Tomb. It should try to Sand Tomb me again. Alright. It should try to Sand Tomb me again. If I can get into Swarm Up, right. because of course every time I roost, I'm not technically a flying type anymore, right? Now, there is one caveat here actually, which is if I'm at full health. If I'm at full health, I can't roost, and a crit ancient power would take me out. Just trying to be careful, so because no, Greninja's not coming in now because it just doesn't do enough damage. So this is just a case of do I want to switch into Venusaur instead? That's all I can do. Okay, so yeah, this Cradley is just absolutely a nuisance. Yeah, the problem with switching into Swanna is that I could probably... Okay, it might be a bit risky, but I just feel like this is the best way to get into a good situation. Really need its non-ancient power. Good. Right, this is really good. Dodge Sand Tomb. Obviously that doesn't mean no more infestation, but now we roost. Ancient powers, obviously if it Omni boosts is terrible. So we need to track the ancient power usage. So that's 2. I really hope it doesn't have PP max. Roost. Ancient power. Okay. That's 3. And the good thing about this is that because it's already used one ancient power before, on my 5th roost, if it ancient powers again, we know it's PP max to 8. And that's 4. Again. That's 5. Shh. Right, so now is the critical moment. We're going to see. Oh. Now's the critical moment. We're going to see. That's 5 ancient power it's used. We're going to use our last roost, and we're hoping to not see ancient power. If we do, that means it's PP maxed, and we're going to have to play a bit differently. Okay, so it's PP maxed. And crit that time. Right. That does unfortunately mean it actually has 2 more ancient powers. So we need to try and get those used up. So we know it's going to ancient power here again. Shh, come on. Shh. We know it's going to ancient power again. Gosh. Alright. Let's have a look at the calc. Greninja doesn't take it too well. Venusaur's okay. Obviously, just what I'm worried about is Sandstorm Chip, because this thing. How many times did it stockpile? I think 2 times. A good Worry Seed to get rid of the Storm Drain might allow me to comment on Greninja and Water Shuriken, maybe a crit. But at the same time, actually, if we go back into Blossom, we can get a special attack drop. So let's go into Blossom. So that's 7. Okay. We've been very fortunate that there's been no Omni boost. Now, I do think it's going to Sand Tomb again. So we're going to... It's got, I think it's got 1 ancient power left. Which is annoying. We need to try and get it to use it. Okay, that's the last ancient power. I hope. That was a crit. So... It's hard for me to know for certain whether it's going to ancient power or not. 1 second. Just okay. Go get tissue from the bathroom. Yeah. Okay. Kids are up early. Let me try to wrap this up. So we will just Mega Drain because we want to stay healthy. Trapped now anyway, so not much we're going to be able to do in that regard. So I feel like we're playing so well. I have to just keep Mega Draining to stay alive until the Sand Tomb goes off. I think it's out of ancient power. Yeah, it is. That's why it's good for Sand Tomb. Should have switched. I'll be honest with you, I might not survive all of these Sand Tombs. Might need like a crit or something. I think if it was 4 to 5 turns, if it wears off this turn, it might be okay. That's 12. Okay. I feel pretty certain if it had ancient power I would use it. Obviously I didn't track it entirely. Yeah, no, it's used all 8 now. So we go into Swanna. Sand Tombs with dodge. Can't roost anyway. Icy wind? Yep, okay. Okay. Icy wind. Now, we are gonna just skip through this bit, because this is gonna be the long part. Why you got so much tissue? That's alright, but that's a lot of tissue. It's like 5 tissues. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, if you're wondering, basically, I'm worried about running out of Icy Wind PP, and it just recovering it off. I haven't been tracking its recover, so I think it's gonna start struggling at this rate. Okay. Alright. Oh, on your knee. Okay. Let Daddy use 2 hands then, so he can speed through this. Right. So I don't... Okay, if it... Oh, yeah, okay, well... I kind of need it to be out of Sand Tomb PP before I switch to anyone else. I'm actually gonna have to just check quickly, because this thing struggles. How much does it hit me for? Can struggle crit? Struggle does a crit on Swanner. We'll do a maximum of 27. Okay, fine. Alright, sorry, this might be a bit boring. Waiting for it to struggle. And obviously, if you keep an eye out, because 2 crit struggles will knock me out. He's using up his stockpile PP now. But hold up, if it doesn't have any Sand Tomb, I don't have to wait, I can just go now. Oh, okay, sorry, come this way, yeah? This way. Yeah, if it's out of struggle, let me infestation and start healing up. Take as many. Oh, the crit finally got crit. Alright, that speeds things up nicely. Might not struggle. Yeah, I think the infestation takes it up. Oh, I need to set up infestation again. Oh my gosh. What a long one. Right, we got through Roxanne deathless. Very nice. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. Alright, we'll deal with all this level cap stuff another time. So, we did it, we beat Roxanne, finally deathless. We haven't lost anyone yet, which is amazing. So, thank you. Something like the double save for peace of mind. So, yep, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon. Peace, love, and blessings.